bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, pass.
On second down, Freeman. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Moore. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. Looking to throw. Knight. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Bree's going to try and throw on third down. Completes this one to Meredith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Zach line with it, the fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Moore throwing on 3rd and long. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Still fighting for more. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted it, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Gone! Gone! Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Pirate!
To throw is Moore. Looking to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Again, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On second down, here's Breeze. And down inside the 15 he goes. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready. You ready?
To throw, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's Moore to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Freeman. And the run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Moore now on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Jordan coming off a Pro Bowl campaign in 2017. 3rd time he's had that honor.
And he continues to play better and better as his career extends. Think about it this way. 4th in the league last year in sacks with 13. Helped the New Orleans Saints defense improve overall and help lead them to the play.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 60 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Craig Robertson in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Moore now. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, Breeze. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Breeze got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away?
And he coughs up the football near his own. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Breeze to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Knight, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Wait. Chill.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Damian Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Checking in on Houston, it's in the fourth quarter there. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Leopard!
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there.
Zombie gang rapping that NYC.